Hello and welcome back to the Zen Garden channel. How is everyone doing? Today I bring you 5 genus of cacti. There are hundreds of them, and I have a few more to share with you, but I didn't want to do a long video, so I'll divide into a few instead, and you won't get bored with a 1-hour video. As usual, let's reveal our Who Am I from last video before we go on to today's theme. This very unusual looking plant is called Albuca Spiralis, or also known as Frizzle Sizzle plant. Not only she looks different, but also behaves different. Shoots will form once ambient temperatures drop to around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius in autumn. However, it will thrive in stable wintry temperatures and can even withstand short periods of light outdoor frost. Now on to the cacti. Cacti are some of the easiest plants to add to your houseplant collection. These plants survive drought by storing water in their leaves, stems, and roots, so they're the ultimate in easy care plants. Cacti have plenty of personality, come in a variety of sizes, shapes, and textures, but all of them have similar needs. They need direct sunlight with no drafts. They'll also thrive under LED grow lights. If they don't receive sufficient light, they tend to get leggy and unattractive. Cacti are resilient and forgiving if you're, let's say, a little forgetful about watering. But they should be watered only when the soil feels dry to the touch. A sure way to kill them is to overwater, so always err on the side of too dry rather than too wet. It's worth noting that some types of cacti aren't the best choices around kids or pets. Those with sharp spines are better grown outdoors, away from curious kids and pets. Currently, there are over 2,000 species of cactus found across the globe. Let's check out a few. Number 1. Opuntia, also known as prickly pear cactus. It's promoted for treating diabetes, high cholesterol, obesity, and hangovers, as well as for its antiviral and anti-inflammatory properties. Most prickly pears bloom every year. You can propagate by making a clean cut with a sharp knife or razor blade to remove the part to be used. Let the cutting dry out in a dry, warm place for a few days until the surface of the cut has dried out, forming a callus. Plant the cutting in a small pot with cactus potting mix or a mixture of perlite and peat. Bury only a small part of the cutting in the soil. It may need some support to keep it upright. Place in a warm, well-lit place, but not direct sun yet. Then keep the soil slightly damp, not wet, or the cutting will rot. After a few weeks or even months, roots will appear. Number 2. Carnegiea gigantea, or more famous as Saguaros. They have a relatively long lifespan, often exceeding 150 years. Might take around 75–100 years for them to grow an arm, but some never grow any arms. They can slowly grow from 3 to 16 meters tall and up to 75 centimeters in diameter. Saguaro cacti are dormant during the winter months, so they require very little watering during these periods, generally only when you see that the soil is totally dried out. However, watering your saguaro cactus during its growing season can be key to making it grow. Between March or April and September, you should water your saguaro cactus more frequently. People of many cultures have used these cacti as a food source for thousands of years. Number 3. Echinocactus grusonii. There are 6 species in this genus, characterized by their ribbed cylindrical shape and a variety of sizes. Originating from Mexico, this helpful cacti was traditionally known as an aid for lost travelers in the desert, as they habitually grow tilted towards the southwest. Perhaps the best-known species is the golden beryl, an easy-to-grow and widely cultivated plant. Though common in the houseplant and landscape industry, the golden beryl has become very rare in habitat. Number 4. Schlumbergera cactus, or many will know it as Christmas cactus, is a type of small cactus that is most commonly found in the coastal mountains of southeastern Brazil. Its name refers to its flowering season, which is from November to January in the northern hemisphere, while in the southern hemisphere it flowers in May. This shrub-like cactus can grow to a height of 4 feet and grows long, leafless stems with flowers of varying colors at the end. The flowers are brightly colored and can bloom multiple times a year. They are short-day plants, which means that blooms are triggered by long, dark, cool nights. They need between 14 to 16 hours of uninterrupted darkness and 8 hours of daylight for between 3 to 6 weeks to set flower buds. Number 5. Acanthocarius tetragonus, or fairy castle cactus. The fairy castle cactus is considered mildly toxic to cats, dogs, and humans if consumed. It can cause gastrointestinal discomfort, such as vomiting or diarrhea, but not all is bad. The spines of the fairy castle cactus contain a mild sedative that's said to make an excellent cure for insomnia. Propagating fairy castle cactus has a higher success rate with stem cuttings. Pruning might be a pain, but if you want your fairy castle cactus to look good and stay healthy, it's a necessary evil. This is all the cacti for this video. I will have another one coming soon covering a few more. Thank you for watching, and consider subscribing our channel if you enjoy the content. Before we go, what do you say we have a look at another rare succulent and try your luck and guess which one is it? Leave your guesses in the comments. Stay tuned for the reveal.